What's going on, guys? Kevin Cage here with another cryptocurrency update. In today's video, we're going to be highlighting XRP, XLM, ALGO, and HBAR. Let's kick it off. Alrighty, hope everybody is having a great day today, and I shared these price charts on Twitter yesterday, and I want you to be aware of the macro view. When in doubt, zoom out. Do not sweat the small stuff, because in hindsight, it's all going to be small stuff. Notice, we have XRP and XLM. On this ascending channel, the overall trend, the trend is your friend. Notice, dating back to 2015, even as high as the 2013 high price for XRP during one of the first ever bull runs in the past. And of course, you can look on the Bitcoin price chart as well and see all of that. And I believe that ALGO and HBAR are pretty well correlated together, forming this mega cup and handle. I do believe that both of these assets inevitably pop off in the coming months. I don't want to give a time frame on it because I'm speculating on time just as you guys are. I'm throwing those fibs, we'll show some price charts, and we'll cover a bit of news for each of these assets. And I know some people say, hey, but there's a big token distribution. They want to, dump tokens on us just like every network over time. But there's actually a method to the madness. There is a strategy in play. It is in all of these ecosystems and networks' best interest for the token to be at a high price to secure the network. So please understand that their interests are aligned with mine and yours. So it's so important when you're investing in crypto assets specifically that the founders, the team, and the entire ecosystem's interests are aligned with yours. Because I don't know about you, but I'm in this space to make money. So I'd be watching this channel, drawing some fibs, and I do believe that ALGO, HBAR, a lot of these assets will hit the top of these price channels. When it happens quickly, studying historical data. Of course, XLM and XRP have more historical data, and I believe that every other alt is really copying different fractals of Bitcoin and Ether, whether that be all the way from early Bitcoin days or even the recent 2017 cycles. Overall, the Fear and Greed Index is still in fear at 34. It'll be updating in about 4 hours. Now, one of the best metaverse plays out there is Ultra, UOS, and I just want you to be aware, using the swing high of the previous all-time high price, which is what I've been doing across the board for assets, swing high, swing low, we have reached a 4.236 Fibonacci extension. This is not coincidental. We see assets time and time again doing this. I believe that HBAR and ALGO are around this level because they've surpassed the previous high, whereas XLM and XRP are still down here, per the Fibonacci retracement. We're seeing assets shoot and reaching a full 4.236, and in some cases, they're actually going above and beyond, past to the 8, 21, and even 34 extension, which is exactly what Matic, Polygon did, and then Gala Games is en route up there too, so very powerful stuff. A great way to gauge confluence where these assets will continue to range between like a game of pinball. And if you'd like to gauge those moon targets, it is always fun to do so. And of course, you can always make the 236 as the swing high. Now comparing, we have Ultra on the left-hand side, and we have Algorand on the right-hand side. Cup, handle. This is a bullish signal in trading. We're consolidating right here, and funny enough, we already had a crazy wick on this exchange of Huobi or Huobi, and we can see a 4.236 is around $5.60. As I've shown time and time again, I believe that this wick will get filled, and we're going to get up to that price in the coming months. Time will tell, and this is not financial advice, solely sharing one of the ways that I'm looking at this market. We've seen it with DAG, we've seen it with Ramp, I've seen it with Filecoin. We're probably going to see it with LCX. I've seen this time and time again, like clockwork. So just wanted to share ALGO and HBAR is in a very similar position. And this is what I want to emphasize for XRP as a quick reminder for anybody brand new. I am shocked that people, everyday people, that are even in crypto, that are unaware of XRP specifically, they think it's some centralized banker's coin and have never done their research, because they took everything the media shares at face value. They still don't know about PolySign. They still don't know about standard custody. They still don't know about that Cowen investment firm and integrations with that group, which is going to be massive for capital markets. The X-Pool patents, back in the day, we were speculating, and now what came out? The Ripple Liquidity Hub, which essentially looks just like it, with a variety of digital assets involved. And I have not seen any competitors today doing what Ripple's doing with this Ripple Liquidity Hub, allowing enterprises to have access to digital assets within liquid markets. They also have the 43rd US Treasurer on their board of Ripple. We've seen XRP mentioned in a variety of patents of RippleNet clients, including Novati, which has Australia spelled all over it. Their regional headquarters is in Dubai. in the MENA region with the DIFC, this financial district, which there are hundreds of FIs right there throughout the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. 50 plus central banks, at the very least in conversation with over 50 plus central banks at one time. Now, there's been proof of concepts with many central banks, and there's been proof of concepts with some of the biggest financial institutions in the world. And I do want to remind you, the CEO of MoneyGram, Alex Holmes, the second largest money service business in the world. Of course, they want to be safe and compliant. They were using XRP on the back end. And then he goes on to emphasize with their new partnership with Stellar, they're using XLM on the front end. So there's a forward-facing aspect and a back-end facing aspect to this technology. And I've heard people over at Hedera say this as well. It's not going to be one digital asset. Every digital asset or every single network is going to play a role in the world of interoperability to connect and plug and play and service different things. You and I may have different needs than attorneys. And an attorney's office may have different needs than an artist. There's going to be a variety of ways that plug and play so that all of these networks can interoperate. In XRP, XLM, cross-border payments, the plans have not changed. So we've seen HBAR make that $5 billion announcement with all the HBAR tokens going towards development. We've seen NFTs coming toward Hedera. And keep in mind, why is Hedera so great? Why is HBAR one of the best tokens out there? Well, because it's built on a directed acyclic graph, and every transaction is essentially 1/1000th of a penny. I was claiming some NFTs on Ethereum recently, and I spent over $1,000 in gas fees simply to submit my transaction. Whereas with Hedera Hashgraph, I would never have that issue. So, HBAR Foundation grant recipient Third Act launches a new theater NFT collection with Brian Stokes Mitchell and Crossovers Live. Third Act is the first of its kind NFT marketplace for the theater community. And they've launched a new collection of NFTs in collaboration with two-time Tony Award winners, Grammy Award nominee Brian Stokes Mitchell, and his live streaming show, Crossovers Live. And if you don't think Hedera is basically guaranteed a place in this future that's going to be in the trillions of dollars, and I believe all four of these assets, XRP, XLM, ALGO, and HBAR, have the potential to all reach multi-trillion-dollar market caps. Bitcoin is at $1 trillion today. I think all four of these assets have much more utility than just Bitcoin as a store of value. They can implement smart contracts. Some have a decentralized exchange built on top of them with thousands of issued currencies already. It's a no-brainer to me. And what I was saying is, if you don't think Hedera, HBAR, is guaranteed a place in the future when they have Google, Boeing, FIS, a variety of huge behemoths on their board, and they are going towards decentralization in the long run, and Jordan Freed, related to the whole Hedera team, owns the domain NFT.com. How much more bullish can you get if this is going to be running on Hedera? And Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank is investing with Jordan Freed, who owns this domain. Is that too much dot connecting, or is that just common sense? I'm bullish on HBAR long term. Now, speaking of Algorand, a great website to learn and keep up to date with Algorand is algorand.foundation and then /news. You can keep up to date with Community Relay Node Program and even their NFT marketplace. So we can see MintDrop's NFT marketplace receiving a grant support from Algorand Foundation. And friendly reminder, this NFT marketplace is not just going to be silly JPEGs for artists. There's going to be underlying utility so that they can actually tokenize and have digital certifications of deeds to homes, a car title, medical records, KYC, anything. This is so much bigger than people think. And ALGO, XRP, XLM, HBAR are all green cryptos. Technically, ALGO could be called carbon negative instead of just carbon neutral. And I know these assets are up since last year, and ALGO has the deepest ties with an MIT, and MIT also runs a validator on the XRP ledger. So MintDrops has been awarded this grant to build an ecosystem and community for NFTs on ALGO's blockchain. So awesome. I am rooting for NFT development in all of these ecosystems. Remember, XRP just had a $250 million fund for this very thing, for NFT development. So MintDrops will enable people to easily launch and incubate NFT projects with no coding required. This is a Silicon Valley-based startup. MintDrops will allow creators to directly sell NFTs from their own D2C platform apps, websites, and profiles. And D2C means direct to consumer retail. This is the future. So Mintdrops will use the grant funding to build a platform that allows artists, creators, celebrities, influencers to launch their own NFT stores or marketplace with no code. So I hope to even participate in this, being built on Algorand's network. And remember guys, the more decentralized apps, dApps, that are built on all of these networks, the more the token is required, whether it's for wallet addresses, whether it's a minute burn rate. All of this creates a price floor for XRP, XLM, ALGO, and HBAR. So for example, if HBAR's price floor is 6 cents or 30 cents, and then eventually it'll be $2, and then maybe $10, the potential is there with utility as this market grows. Really just like this purple, just an overall trend upward. Question is, will this trend be linear or it's going to be a giant parabola and go parabolic? Also guys, so FTX.us, now they're adding ETH collectibles to the NFT marketplace. You're seeing this everywhere. This NFT craze, the metaverse craze, the DeFi craze was last year, on and on and on. Now FTX is one of the largest crypto exchanges in the world. The CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, I believe, he just spoke at Ripple's annual event last month. I believe that XRP will be listed on this exchange after there is regulatory clarity in the United States. That will be some beautiful market making, additional liquidity, plus all of the tier 1 exchanges relisting XRP yet again. And I do believe that that will create plenty of buying pressure. And then of course, Real Vision Finance with the top 10 Bitwise index, they have to buy automatically a couple $100 million of XRP. Since it's still in the top 10, getting sued by the SEC, and every asset that has gotten clarity, what did it do after the SEC gave it clarity? Skyrocketed. And also, I really wish I just attacked and stuck with BNB early on. I know it's just mooned the past several years. Curious how FTX and their native digital asset will do in the future. I think it's, pretty obvious to be bullish on it. The question is, how bullish? Next up, good news for XRP and XLM in this one. Croatia's largest supermarket chain now accepts crypto. While it now accepts crypto online, this Konzum plans to expand the new payment options to its physical chain stores. XRP and XLM are included. So this is the largest supermarket in Croatia, this giant chain. And they're just trying to keep up with the times. Absolutely smart play. And they now accept 9 cryptos for payments in its online store, allowing customers to use crypto to buy groceries, hygiene products, and household supplies. I'm not going to be using my crypto to buy supplies yet. Maybe in the future after post-moon, but I'm not in a rush to be spending my crypto, which I believe is an appreciating asset. I'd much rather spend my fiat, my US dollar. So we have Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, we have DAI, along with XRP, XLM, and then even stablecoins, USDT Tether and USDC. USDC has huge integrations because of Center and the firm Circle, which I believe goes public, tied into ALGO and XLM. And of course, the whole ISO family, frankly, which involves XRP. We have 700 stores and has more than 10,000 employees overall, just to give you some perspective there. And of course, we expect many other countries to follow suit. Now, the one group to always keep an eye on is Fireblocks. And you know what? I got to click this and make sure I have notifications on for Fireblocks. This is an all-in-one platform building your digital asset business. 700 financial institutions, already over $125 billion in digital assets per month. Insane. Now, I know this has been on the radar for quite some time. We know that Jay Clayton is involved with this group, love him or hate him. This is a behemoth in the space. The US, we have the Middle East and African regions, and then the Asian Pacific regions. So safe to say, pretty global, and probably going to expand. So Stellar USDC, just like I said with Circle and Center, the stablecoin is now live on Fireblocks with support for more Stellar-based assets to come next year. Partnerships like this enable greater adoption of Stellar USDC. Please recall the deep integrations into Africa that Stellar has by institutions and provide more ways for wallets and partners to build on Stellar. I know people are, panic selling or giving up on XRP and XLM because they haven't moved in a while. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to be holding these 4 assets because I believe they are the giants in the future. And of course, Stellar's part of that crypto council with the World Economic Forum. We know ALGO's involvement with the DMI symposium. Massive. And remember, Ripple, they're going to be launching this liquidity hub in 2022. This is going to be helping FIs offer their customers the ability to buy and sell crypto. This is amazing. Remember, Ripple has public and private features. This is something that banks are going to adopt and are adopting today. Please read all of the reports. You see how ODL is growing despite this lawsuit. The year-over-year growth, we're talking hundreds of %. And that's what I'm focused on. Even when things get tough, I keep the faith. And just like I said recently, Ripple has a $250 million fund towards developing the NFT marketplace, bringing it to life on the XRP ledger. This is going to add additional demand towards our favorite digital asset, XRP, in collaboration with Mintable, Mint NFT, and VSA. And not to mention the recent partnership with the Republic of Palau to explore the country's first national digital currency using the XRP ledger. Also, took a poll. XRP will reach a maximum price by May 2022 of, and this is about 6-7 months from now, we have less than $2, $2 to $7, $7 to $13, and $13 plus. We have 45% of participants believing that XRP surpasses $13. We have 15% that believes it stays below $2. What are your thoughts? I always love taking polls, gauging sentiment, and we will see. I also did one for HBAR, but I'm going to be waiting on that to get the final results. So please draw an ascending channel on an asset and wait. As you may have seen this video 4 days ago, so 2 alts you must see. Casper, of course, right before that beautiful pump, and I believe there's going to be plenty of upside. I also know that some of the tokens are being released per the circulating supply. Yay. And now, Kilt protocol for DIDs, decentralized identification, which will be huge. KYC is going to be huge in the metaverse, just like it is in real life. Plus, identifiers for even NFTs. So you want to have an identifier, but also maintain privacy. That is a key feature. And be sure to check out this iTrust video I did. Super helpful breakdown. In this video I did of Kilt, around the 8-minute mark, we talked about Kraken, Gate.io, and KuCoin listing Kilt. Well, what do we have here? Yesterday, Kraken has announced they listed Kilt. So this is beautiful. This is related to the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. This is bullish long-term on Kilt because it is the same token running through both of these ecosystems, a finite supply. So we already have Kraken as a tier 1 exchange, and shout out to Donnie Big Bags. He basically called all of this for these tier 1 coin listings. I personally did see the Gate.io screenshot, so I'm waiting for Gate.io to list it, but I'm also going to be waiting on a variety of others. We've got this babyface loco guy right here. Kilt, soon both on Kusama and DOT. Just listed a tier 1 exchange. And now all of these exchanges most likely will be listing Kilts in the future. KuCoin, Binance, OKX, and Huobi, or Wobi Global. What I do believe is that Kilt will appreciate in value long term. And I mapped the fibs, you can compare it to Remark, RM, RK, or even the asset mover. But alright guys, I appreciate you as always. I would not be here without you. If you did enjoy the video and you want to show some support by liking this video and even sharing it and tagging me on Twitter, I'd greatly appreciate it. All links of services that I actively use to this day will be linked in the YouTube video description as you continue your crypto journey. Until next time.